Here we are at the Okinawa Churaumi Aquarium. Let's head inside and see what we see. And you get a pretty good clue about the main attraction before you even walk through the doors. The giant whale shark out front is definitely giving something away. My name is Steve Barton, and today we're up in the northern part of Okinawa, and we're visiting one of the island's most famous attractions, the Okinawa Churaumi Aquarium. I've heard a lot about this place, especially what they've got inside. As soon as you get inside, you're surrounded by marine life. You've got rays passing overhead, colorful reef fish everywhere, and some fairly curious-looking creatures coming right up to the glass. As you walk through, there's all these smaller displays showing the incredible variety of marine life found around Okinawa and the surrounding waters. Some are beautiful, some are unusual, and some look like they've come straight out of a science fiction movie. I think he's looking at me. We have the sea snakes, and we have lobsters. Then things slow down a little with the moon jellyfish. They're almost hypnotic to watch. Their bodies are 95% water, so they seem to just drift through the tank. And right next to them, you have these little guys, the garden eels. 2/3 of their bodies stay buried underneath the sand, and they stick their heads out into the current, waiting for plankton to drip past. When you've got a whole group of them together like this, they really do look like they're growing out of the seabed. And then you reach the part of Churaumi that everybody comes to see. You walk into this room and suddenly everything gets huge. This is the main tank. And when you're standing in front of it, it's difficult to appreciate just how enormous this thing is until you start comparing the animals with the people standing beside the glass. There are schools of fish everywhere, huge rays. And then there it is, the whale shark. Seeing one of these animals in a photograph is one thing. Seeing it slowly cruise past you only a few meters away is completely different. They're massive. But what surprised me is how calm and effortless they look when they're swimming. Some interesting facts: they're the largest fish on Earth. Whale sharks can reach around 40 feet or more, although most of them are smaller. And they're not actually whales, they're true sharks. The whale part of the name comes from their enormous size and filter-feeding lifestyle. Their mouths can be roughly 4 feet wide, yet mainly eat tiny plankton, fish eggs, and krill and small fish. They have thousands of teeth, essentially for nothing. Noah says that they can have more than 3,000 tiny teeth, but they don't use them to chew their food. They're filtering staggering amounts of water. A whale shark can gulp and filter roughly 10,000 gallons of seawater during hours of feeding, trapping food while the water exits through its gills. And they're generally very gentle towards humans. Despite their size, they aren't built to hunt large prey, and they're famous for calmly swimming near divers. Every whale shark has its own fingerprint, or should we call it fin print. The white spot and stripe pattern on each animal is unique, allowing researchers to identify individuals from photographs. They're incredibly long-lived. Scientists think they may live well beyond 100 years. Although determining their age is difficult. They can travel enormous distances. Satellite tracking has recorded whale sharks making journeys of thousands of miles. One tracked an animal roughly 5,000 miles. They also have the shark tank, complete with black tip sharks, silver tip sharks, white tip reef sharks, a hammerhead, and the bowmouth guitarfish. That's the one that's swimming on the bottom with the broad bat ray type head and shark-like tail. I really like this glass right now. It's the only thing that's keeping me at the top of the food chain. When you reach the tube side of the aquarium, you can look straight up and you can see the rays, and you get an undershot of the whale shark. They kind of look like they're flying. And here you've got the giant squid. I've never seen one of these up close like this, and when you zoom in on the suckers, each one of those is the size of a quarter. We also have some creatures from very deep down in the depths. And then we have the goblin shark. Lives at depths of 200 meters, so it's difficult to observe and research them. So there's many mysteries surrounding this one. But what makes this really fascinating is that jaw. When the shark attacks its prey, the jaw can actually shoot forward out of the head incredibly quickly, almost like a slingshot. That was just a snapshot of the aquarium. My favorite part was the whale shark, but there's all sorts of stuff, manatees and dolphin shows. I hope you enjoyed our tour with us. You have a wonderful rest of your day, and happy travels. For more content like this, check out these videos right here.